friends, welcome back to Budgeting Abroad. I'm Chrissy. This is my channel where I document my cash stuffing journey in an effort to pay down some debt. So thank you very much for joining in today and following along. This is, I think it's my week 3 of January, if you can believe that. But yeah, so we're going to unstuff my wallet. We're going to restuff for week 3. We've got a couple little games to play. And of course, every video has Happy Mail these days. I'm still waiting for something from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. I thought that was what came through the post today, but actually it was this one from Studio Budget, which I didn't know this was even on the way, to be honest, so must have missed it. Anyway, I'm excited about that, so I'm going to show you this first. I have just had a look at it because I couldn't wait. So yeah, so let's have a look and see what's inside. This is my very first order from Studio Budgets. So yeah, I was really excited to get to order something. So there's a little thank you for your order, and there's, I don't know if you can see those, there's details. They're on Instagram and YouTube and Etsy. I think, yeah, Etsy. I'm wondering if I ordered from Etsy or did they have their own website as well. Anyway, and it comes with a little sticker, so that's cute. And then I got 2 things. So the first thing I have is this 52-week color jumble. So I have the dashboard that goes into the envelope, and then I also have the little booklet. And so it gives instructions, but basically there are 52 stars, and it comes with this little bag of, you guessed it, stars. How cute. They're also giant. I didn't realize they were so big, actually. They're really nice. Like, if you're, I was gonna say visual, not visual, but they're quite, what's the word, you know, like tactile, that's it. They like have a nice feel, I feel like. And they have, so there's little stars here. You color them in for the colors of the stars. You can choose amounts, and then you just choose a color and color that in. And so I have one more like annual type challenge coming from Rainbow Budgets, and it's a 2026 one. So this is one that I will save as sort of the last one that I do, because I don't know if I'll get through them all this year. And so if I don't, this one isn't dated to a particular year, so it means I could use it next year if I for some reason didn't get to them all. So I absolutely love that. It's really nice quality. Anyway, so that's great. And then the other one that I got that I am so excited for, I think this was in the Advent calendar that came out from Studio Budget. I think so. As in, I think that's where I saw a video about it, but I could be wrong, you guys. Anyway, it's the road tripping challenge. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't have a glare on it. So obviously I've got the little envelope dashboard, and then it's a little game, and it comes with this very giant dice. Seriously, it's like big as my hand. And it looks so cute. So it just says, welcome to your road trip. And so you start at the starting line here. You roll the dice, and then you follow the instructions, and we have a little key. So if you roll 2, 4, or 6, you move that many spaces, and you save whatever you land on of the numbers here. However, if you roll an H, you go to the hotel card. If you roll an S, then you get car snacks, and if you roll an A, then you go to the arrow card, which, love that. So then there's 3 cards. So we've got the car snacks card, which is just a scratch. I think you just scratch one, and then that's how much you save. On the hotel one, you pick one of the hotels, and each hotel is worth a different value. That's what you save. But this one is very mysterious. So the arrow says, look at that shimmer. The arrow says that you've taken a wrong turn. You have to pick a path and see if it's the right one. And then it just says, follow the instructions once you've scratched. So I'm assuming it's not just a number under these, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, I love that. It feels like such a fun game. So I'm really looking forward to playing this one. Like this was one I was really excited to get. So that's my little, should I take a little photo for the Insta or for my thumbnail or something? Anyway, this is an amazing, like, I think I've started off my orders from Studio Budgets with the bang, because this is amazing. Let me see if I can pull some of these out. How cool is that? And we've got the little bow. There we go. That's cute. Let me take a photo. It's all in there. Anyway, so yes, that's exciting. I'm loving it. Something to cheer up a dreary day. So I reset my wallet on a Friday. It is Thursday, but only because I like to do my weekly food shop on the Friday once my wallet has been reset, and it's easier if sometime on Thursday, if I do my cash stuffing, then the wallet, it's all kind of ready to go and I can pop out the door without having to try to rush around and film first. So we're going to do it on, I don't know, it's Thursday afternoon. I thought I'd do it while it was light, but I'm not getting much light actually. So we're working with what we've got. So let's unpack the wallet. I've got a good amount left, although I did have a little bit of a spendy week, kind of because, well, I don't know. I had money, as in I haven't gone off budget or anything, but I had like eating out money that I spent just on fast food, and it feels like a waste when I spend my money on fast food. So, but it's fine. I mean, that's what it's there for, so I don't like blow the budget. But anyway, so in my food shop money, I have 10, 15, 20 left, which is great. That's a good amount. Nothing in personal because I didn't get anything in personal, and I didn't spend my petrol money, and it's fine. So £20, which is normal. If I don't have a very busy week, I work from home. I'm just driving to the shop and back once a week. Like I don't do loads and loads of driving, so I budget myself £20 a week, because if I do go to like visit friends or have something extra, I like to have it there. So anyway, and then change wise, I did have a bit more change, but I got my nails done and she wanted to soak them off and redo, so that cost a few extra pounds. So I've got a £1 coin plus £2, and then 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 it looks like in change. Now I did finish a book, so let's start with the change because that's usually the easy one. So I have a book saving challenge that I like to do, and whenever I finish a book I save £2, and I have finished one. So let's do let's do this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do the bottom part of this pot, because I like my savings challenges. Like this was just for fun. There's no hurry. It's not for anything in particular. I could use it to buy more books at some point if I want to, but I don't need any. So I'm not in any hurry to finish it. So I'm gonna make the little pots for the plants, just one, and then I'll color in the plant the next time I finish a book. So let me get my that's not it. I'm sad that I don't have any pound coins, because normally my 50p's would go into my 50p challenge. I don't always get lots of those, but I don't have enough small change to make the other pound up. So we're gonna put it in here. So I've got a good little amount saved in here just from books. I mean, I started this last year, obviously, in September, so, you know, not read that many books, but anyway, it's good. Happy to get a little bit going. And then the rest of this we'll put into my penny saving challenge, which I have actually. So this penny saving challenge, I have these tins, and I had some change, I think, in another jar that I'd put in here like just when I first started cash stuffing, and I found the little note where I'd recorded how much was in each tin. So I went ahead and counted it up and then marked off a few extra on here, so it is reflective actually of the change. So let's see, what do I have? 20, 30, 40, 52, 53, 54. Yeah, so I have 55. So let's just mark off 55p, which is a small one today, but that's fine. And then what I've decided to do, I don't know if it's pointless, but I'm doing it anyway, is I'm just going to keep track of the total on the back because I want to. I think it's motivating. And then for my like count ups and things I can. So let me just pull this out. So today is the 8th, I guess. Or should I do it for the 9th? Because this is really my Friday reset that I'm doing today. I might just write the 9th because it is for the 9th. And it's 27.63 now. And I thought I'll just keep track of what's in there. I think it will help to keep me motivated because I'm going to be doing this forever. And it was amazing. Like I've only crossed off just those few, but I already have more than 27, almost 28 pounds saved. So that's a good amount. So, right. Let me just speed you up while I put these into their individual tins. Fab. So with leftover money, this goes into my personal binder, but we have a couple challenges first that we're playing. So I am doing the 52-week Mega Saver, which was from Lily Rain Designs, and I think is a collaboration with Positive Budgets as well, which I think I didn't say that last time, so I apologize for that. So I'm on week 2. When I have opportunity to do extra weeks, I will. But for now, I'm just going to do one. So week 2 says roll a dice twice and add the numbers together and save. So let's see what we get. So we have a 3. And what's the other one? And a 1. So that is £4 going into the tin. So I have a 5, and I don't want to put a 5. Do I have? Oh, I do have change. I know what I can do. I'll just use this. So I was like, I'm not putting 5s into the tin. I'm avoiding that at all costs. But what I'll do is see 2, 3, 4, and there we go, 5. Just put that in there. That's fine. So £4 going into the tin. I think that's the only thing in there right now is change because they've all been pretty low. 2, I only put 3 and I was like, what do I? There we go. Sorry, that might have been a bit loud actually. And then let's color in. Is it this one? Go there. Just to indicate that it's been completed. So that's week 2 done. I will have some side hustle money, I think, in the next week. So I'm hoping to get at least another one of these done to get at least a week ahead, but I might get more than one done depending on how much side hustle money I have. And then the other one I'm doing with my leftover money is the save 20, oh, I don't know, save 26 20s, but I'm not doing it as 20s, I'm doing it as 5s. So there's a 5 in there already, so I'll take that out and put in a 10. And let's color one in. Now, which is the color that I used? I think it's that one, maybe. I hope you guys are doing well and having a good week. I feel a bit like the weather's got me a bit feeling, I don't know, a bit meh today. So I'm just, I enjoy cast stuffing. It makes me happy. So I feel like it's nice to do something that kind of lifts your mood if you're feeling a bit whatever from the weather. And again, this is one that I will do every single week, at least one, hopefully, with leftover money. I never spend it all. If I can do more than one, then I will. But we'll just have to see. And basically, when this one is finished, then I'll put another yearly challenge in, is the plan. So there's £10 now. And this, when this one is finished, then it'll go into the annual savings tin, which I know is teeny tiny, but I feel like that might be big enough because I'm only doing little bits in, so I don't think it's going to be like, you know, loads and loads, but I guess I don't know. I'll leave that out for a second just to dry. And then the rest of it can go into, well, we'll see what needs to go into, but what do we have? We've got 25, 30, 31 pounds. Do you know what the £1 we could do? Anyway, I've got £31 that can go into my personal binder. So let's put 5 into hair. I think my next appointment is in April, so we're just putting a little in here and there. It's no rush really, but put another 5 in. This was, this is Be Your Own Budget Queen from Budget Saving Queen. I actually got this off of a Vinted order, so I'm not sure if it was a freebie or what. There were a few of these that are exactly the same, but in different colors. I'm not sure really. And then nails. I did have to spend a little more on from this envelope than I expected, as I say. So I have 15 in there because I spent a little bit. So let's put, let's do this. Let's put the 20 in. Oh, I have no idea which one of these. I think it might be that one. Right. So 20, so this needs another 10-ish, I guess. I guess I could put the 1 in there because it's £32 for me to get my nails done, so it's fine. All right, what do I have? 15 clothes. Beauty doesn't need anything. Maybe I'll put 5 into clothes. This is 15 now into my clothing, and I'll put 5 into makeup. So that's 10. I have 2 5s left. I'll put 5 into holidays. I've not started this one yet, I don't think. So might as well, because I don't really have a plan yet for what I might do in the summer, but it's just to save for something for the summertime. We'll see. Which one should I use? This top one, I guess. This is a little savings challenge that is from Pretty Perfect Planners. No, is that? Yeah, Pretty Perfect Planners. They're on TikTok, I think, is where I found them a few years ago, actually. So the binder that I use currently as my birthday binder, I used to use as my wallet. And I sort of partially did cash stuffing, but not fully. So I never used these, even though I had them for ages. So they're not laminated, but they do the trick. And then I've got 5 more pounds. So I actually think my birthday's not till September, and I don't even know if I need that money. I think I'm actually just going to put that last £5. I think I'm going to do another one of these. Yeah, because the Mega Saver is knockout 9. £5 won't be enough. Well, it could be, but it's a risky thing, isn't it? So let's just go ahead and color off one of these, and that will just help us, because I'd like to get a few more done on this. So that's pretty good if I can get, you know, a couple of these done a week. Right, so let's put that in here. So that means we have £15 now saved in the Cash But Cute 2620s, which, you know, it's not 20s. And I just realized I'm ready to do my stuffing for this, cash stuffing for this week, but I need my little cheat sheet for what I'm stuffing for this week, and it's upstairs, so I'm gonna have to pause you for a second, and then I shall be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I know it was no time at all for you. Let me just open up my iPad to, where is it? What am I doing? my budget planner. Give it a second. Oh, okay. Right, what am I doing? I gotta think now. Let's do this. And I need is it that one? Right, that's week 2. There's week 3. Okay. So let me just, there we go. So I should have, I put these back. I should have £245 to cash stuff for week 3 of January. So let's just have a look and check what we have. I'll keep that out actually. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 245. That is correct. So let's divide this up into spaces. So now we have £5 needs to go into week 5. So yes, so there's now £45 in there set aside for the next time I have a week 5. That's fine. And then let's do the wallets. So there's £20 for petrol going in. Personals, nothing because I spent it all on Boxing Day. And food shops should get 20, 40, 65. Which is great. So now we're all ready then. I can set up my food shopping list for tomorrow, and I can do that first thing in the morning and not have to worry about cash stuffing, which is helpful. Right, so let's start with the long-term sinking funds then. And it looks like emergencies is getting nothing this week. That is online. So car insurance is getting 15. So there's 30 in here now. So car insurance is getting 15. Let's just have a look. 10, 20, 30, 40. Should I try to condense it all? 10, 20, 30, 40. I don't know if I should, but I'm going to. Right. So my car insurance currently has £545. However, before the end of the month, my car insurance renews. So that's going to go right down. But that's fine. And then car maintenance, there's nothing to do because that was digitally stuff at the beginning of the month. £20 went in there. And there's currently £380 in there. And it will, what it's called, that'll go down. Next week my car goes in for car service and MOT. Words are escaping me. And then credit card, this is an overpayment on my credit card. It was digitally stuffed as well for £10, so I just need to color in on the tracker another 2. And then when this is, all my credit cards are debt that I have in the US. Well, I say all of them. I think there's only one left actually, but it's in the US. So I send that money over every few months. So when this is filled up, it'll go in with the bank transfer. That'll go the next time. I can't remember. It might be the end of February. I can't remember the next time. I just have it planned in. Right. So then Christmas, this is going to get £15. So we've got 30 in here. So if we do 10, 15, so 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, I only have 20, so like that. So 20, 30, 45 in Christmas. Now we should be able to, let's see, each of these is worth 10, so 10, 20, 30. So we can do 40 for those. And the plan will be that whenever one of my Christmas, these will just rotate through different challenges, and whenever they finish, then I'll reallocate the money from that folder into my into, those are all my Christmas challenges at the back. This is my Budget with Ira Christmas binder. I don't have a good place to store these. I just tucked them back there, but they don't really stay. Anyway, so I've got all my categories there, and I'll stuff them throughout the year each time I finish a challenge in here, then I'll reallocate it to there. So that's good. So 45 now then in the Christmas, and then I have actually a separate one for Christmas gifts, just because it worked better for my mind to think of it that way, and that is £5 going in. So let's go ahead and condense that and make that 10. So that's £15 now in Christmas gifts. And then biscuits subscription is getting another 5. This was a freebie that I downloaded, which I need to finish printing out. Rosebud's Budgets gave this one as a freebie, but she's also set out some new freebies for, I think they're monthly ones. Anyway, so let's see, let's do this. So 15 now. Yeah, so I'd like to print those out, and now that I have a laminator and, you know, ink in my printer, because that one didn't print properly. That's my fault. So that was, but yeah, it's so nice that so many creators do like little freebies and things. I have printed out, I think lots of people have already shown this, but the Ultimate Collab that Eva, the Racking Witch, put together from, there's all these different ones, so Budgeting Life, Grounded Budgets, Bethany Budgets, Little Moon Budgets, Stingley, Dilly Dally, Babes That Budget, Lily Rain Rosebuds, and Beanies, and they've all done. So I printed it, but I need to obviously like laminate and cut them up anyway. Aren't they so cute? So nice. So yes, I just think it's so generous, you know, that so many creators do that. Right, so that's biscuit done. So Amazon Prime is going to get £5 as per usual. Another freebie from Rosebuds. Don't judge it. It's me and my bad printing. That one's done. This one's, yeah, we're making good progress. We'll be finished with this one soon. So another 5, so I could swap that for a 10. So we've got £40 now saved towards Prime. I think it's 95 total that I'm saving up to pay for my Amazon Prime. Then I think we switch. Just want to make sure that I'm on the right. Yes, I am on week 3. I just had a moment of panic that I was like looking at the wrong week. Right, so we're on to short-term sinking funds. This one is car cleaning, so getting the car washed. And I've got, what did I say? £5 going in. Actually might leave that one. So that's now got 31 in there, which is more than I need, but I'm just letting it build up until I really need to go get the car done, but I just haven't. So nothing in toiletries this time. Eating out does get 10. I think this 10 needs to come out because this has been spent, as has this miscellaneous. I just realized I didn't take it out. I spent that the other day. School gets 5. School starts back for me in a few weeks, I think, so I don't feel ready. Right, that's £15 now saved towards whatever books or things I might need for school. Dog grooming is going to get 5. So that's 15 now in dog grooming. Oh, wrong one. I have too many different colors now, I think. Well, I think that's the right one. Anyway, it doesn't matter that much. Right. I think the color changes slightly as well when it dries. So when I first draw it on, it doesn't look like it matches. I shouldn't care really, but can't help myself. Pet care, so that's like the pet emergency fund, that's 5 going in. So that means he now has 65 in there. And the window cleaner is getting 5 this time, which tried to get a quote from the person who does my garden. So my landlord sends a person to do the outside, the garden, and right, there's 10 pounds in there now, sorry. So he had asked me at one point, did I need anyone to do my my windows? And at the time, I didn't really have the money for it, but I'd come back to him and said, oh, you know, could you give me a quote? Because I think I would. And he said yes, and then he's never come back to me, so I need to find someone, really. Oh, it's out of oil. I did think it was strange that toiletries wasn't going to get anything. Yes, so toiletries, I'm actually going to leave that as 2 5s, but toiletries does get 5. So there's 10 now. I did think that was unusual. I don't know why that's written out of order, but anyway. And then the personal binder gets a little bit, so nails gets 5. Oh, so that's going to finish off that tracker, which technically I should have one more to go. Anyway, we'll color it in for completion's sake, and then 5 more pounds and I'll have enough for my next nail appointment. I'm a tiny bit ahead because I obviously just got my nails done. Oh, what's that on them? What is that? Oh, I wonder if it's glue from the envelope that I opened. I was like, what is that? My nails is. It's a little bit of glue, I think, from the envelope. Oh, I've got there. Anyway, yes. So it's nice to be a little ahead on that. So 5 pounds more, and then that will be funded for the next time. I finished that, really. I guess I'll leave that out for now. I'll put a new one in. I usually have one in that's about 30 pounds, just then I know, you know, how close I am to the next one, but that's still 5 pounds away, that's fine. Beauty gets 10. So there's 10, 20, now 30 pounds in beauty. And then the debt binder, oops. The debt binder is getting just 5. Just fine, slow and steady. It's just a bit extra when I can. Hopefully when I get my side hustle money, if I get enough, I'll always put a little in here, but how much will depend on how much I can manage to squirrel away in side hustles. So let me mark off another one of these. Where's my black? There it is. There we go. And then is it the challenge binder? That's the last one. So the challenge binder should be getting 50. So 10, 20, 35, 45, 50. Great. And we'll just tuck that in there until Monday when we have our next games day. Cool, fab. So that's me done for the week. As I say, I'll be back on Monday to use that 50 pounds of my games binder. And then next week, I should have, usually around the 15th, I sort of gather up whatever I've sold on Vinted or other places, anywhere that I've earned any extra money. I sort of gather it up around the 15th of the month and do a little bonus cash stuffing with my side hustles. So that'll be coming, I think, next week as well. So I have a couple of fun videos coming. The side hustle money is always fun because it goes between the debt binder and then like savings challenges and things. So that's always a fun one. So 2 fun videos to look forward to, at least for me. So thank you very much for joining in and yeah, following along today. If you enjoyed this video, then I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up, left me a comment, or you might consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. See you next time.